Hi, Jen Shimano here. Today I'm going to be discussing 5 big mistakes that people make when they purchase a domain name. The first big mistake is that they choose a name that has little relevance to the business that they're conducting. Now that might seem an obvious thing to you, but sometimes when you go on to GoDaddy or whoever it is you might be purchasing your domain name from, you put in a request and you find someone already has it. You do another one and another one, and this goes on for a little while. And in the end, you feel that you have to buy a domain name right there and then, so you pick something that perhaps isn't really appropriate to the kind of business that you're conducting. So just take a step back, take a breather, move away from it for a little while and do a little more brainstorming the next day, and you will come up with a name that is available that's going to be appropriate for the kind of business that you're doing. Another mistake that a lot of people make is by not choosing their own personal name as a domain name. You could be very new in the business right now, and so your name is not going to be known by anybody. But if, and hopefully when, you become very successful in this type of a market, then your name is going to be marketable. And if you become super successful, you might find, and this is not unusual, you might find that someone has stolen your name. And to get your name, you have to start putting dashes and numbers and things like that in, and that's not a pretty domain anymore. So my recommendation is that you go ahead and you buy your own personal name, even if you're going to have it just parked at GoDaddy there, if you're not in a position to use it just yet. A third mistake that people make is by choosing names that are confusing. I'll give you an example. Say for instance, you had a website, helpforyou.com. So you're telling someone over the phone, this is your website, if they would go and check out what you have to provide for them. So then they say, oh, help for you. And so off they go, and what they're doing is they're typing in HELPFORYOU. They don't find anything. Well, that's because your website is HELP, the number 4, YOU. You didn't tell them that. This can be very confusing, so stay away from mixing numbers and words that could be interchanged. That is going to cause you more headaches than it's worth. And which leads me to number 4, which is a similar type of thing. A lot of people will put dashes in between their words, and a lot of people too are not very good typers. So, they're 2-finger typers, and then when it comes to having a dash here and a word and a dash there, it becomes difficult to typing that website address, and sometimes they just give up and say, I'll go and find another person that's offering the same kind of thing. I can't be bothered with this website. So try and keep it as clean as you can, as easy to type as you can, and don't be using words that are very, very difficult to spell, because that will cause a problem too. This is the 5th one, mistake that people make is they don't choose a name that has lasting power. There might be a fad going on right now, so they might use a name that's rather, in at the moment. But these types of things, they come and go. This is your website. This is your home on the internet. So you're wanting to choose something that has lasting power. So don't choose anything that's faddy, because what you're going to find is 6 months or a year down the road there, you are going to feel that perhaps you're going to have to change your website address. That's going to be a major problem because of the people that have already found you, and then you're going to make this big change. So do it right from the beginning. So those are 5 big mistakes that people do make when they're choosing their domain name, and I wish you every success in choosing a domain name that is going to bring you super success. Thanks for coming by. Bye-bye.